Hello students, I welcome you all to this session on EMFT or electromagnetics. So today in this session, we are going to discuss about the torque or the potential energy of a dipole in uniform electric field. So we have already studied about the dipole, the electric dipole moment, the electric potential and the electric field intensity of the dipole in the previous videos. I hope you all have seen those videos. If not, I recommend you to watch them first, then come to this video, because here we will be discussing about the torque and the potential energy, both of which are the advanced concepts, and you need to know what is the dipole first. So what is a dipole? If we have two charges which are same in magnitude but opposite in nature, so here we have plus q charge, here we have minus q charge, and these are separated by a small distance d. These are placed in the uniform electric field. I told you they will be having their electric field due to the opposite charges. They have their own electric field, but now they are placed in a different electric field. So the direction of the new electric field is in this direction. You can see the direction of the electric field, and now when they are submerged in the new electric field, they will be experiencing some torque due to this electric field. So this electric field will be producing some force in this plus q charge and this minus q charge as well. So we have the same electric field for plus q charge and minus q charge. Now what will be the direction of the force? The force direction will be opposite for plus q and minus q. Okay, so this thing must be clear. If you have any doubt, go back and watch the previous videos on force and electric field. So here we have this force F1 due to electric field on the charge plus q, and this is the force F2 due to this electric field on the charge minus q. So what I can say, F1 is equal to QE, okay, and F2 will be equal to minus QE. So F2's direction will be opposite to the F1 direction. Now every force like this, it will be experiencing some torque. So if I have this pen, so if I am pushing it from this side and from here I will be pulling it, so it will be having some force. Now this force is F1, this force is F2. Because of these force, what is happening? A torque is generated. It started rotating. Okay, so this torque can be found out using the basic definition of torque. So what is torque? Torque is denoted by tau, and it is equal to the distance multiplied by force. So here if I have the distance OB, so distance OB vector is having the cross product with F1 vector, and this is my tau 1. Okay, so there should be no doubt in the tau 1. Now what is tau 2? Tau 2 is the distance OA vector, its cross product with F2. Okay, so now I hope you are clear how I wrote tau 1 and tau 2. So now what will be the total force? So this is the marker, and here if I am applying force here and applying force here, so both of the forces are adding. Similarly, the torque generated are also in the same direction. So you can see that tau is equal to tau 1 plus tau 2. And now if I simplify whatever my tau 1 is and whatever my tau 2 is, how I can simplify it? I can put the value of F1. So here we'll be having OB vector, and what is F1? Okay, so what I have done, I have taken the OB vector and I have cross product it with F1. What is F1? F1 was QE vector. So QE vector, I have denoted it as F1. And what is my F2? Similarly here I have OA vector minus F2 was minus QE vector. So now again I can simplify it and I can write it down as Q OB vector cross E vector. and here we have this negative q. Instead of negative q, if I reverse the direction of this OA vector, so I can write it as q into AO vector, because I know OA vector is the minus of AO vector. So if I have written AO vector here, this minus sign and this minus sign will be cancelling out, and here I will be left out with positive sign. Okay, so this is how I can write my tau 1 and this is how I can write my tau 2. Now I have just add what I have done. I have added both of them. So now what I can do, I can take what I have done, I have taken q common and cross e common. What I am left out with, OB vector plus AO vector. Okay, so whenever I have QE common, so and here I have OB vector plus AO vector. You can see what is OB vector plus AO vector. So AO vector is this, OB vector is this. It is AB vector. So I can write it down as, so QAB vector cross E. What is AB vector? AB vector is equal to D. So what is Q into D? I hope you remember the electric dipole moment. So electric dipole moment was given by P. P is equal to Q into D. Okay. So here this is my D vector, and now I can write my tau as D vector cross E vector. So this is my tau or the torque. Or what is the cross product? How I can denote my cross product? If I have to see the magnitude, I can denote it as, the magnitude is dE sine theta. I hope now this is clear. Now we will be using this tau to find out the potential energy. I hope the magnitude of tau is clear. So here we are just talking about the magnitude of tau, which is dE sine theta, and the magnitude of tau is given by the magnitude of D vector cross E vector. What will be the direction? The direction will be perpendicular to both D vector and E vector. So D vector is in this direction, E vector is in this direction. So tau will be in perpendicular direction to both D and E vector. So now coming to the next part of this video, we will be talking about the potential energy. So what is the potential energy? Potential energy is the negative of the work done. So whenever we are applying some torque here, so what will be the work done? Work done will be in the negative direction. So if I am applying torque on this side, where it is rotating in the opposite direction. So if I have the torque in this direction, the rotation is in opposite direction. So here I can say so dW is equal to minus tau d theta. I am supposing that I am rotating my field. So dW is equal to minus tau d theta. For small angle d theta, I am calculating dW. Now about the potential energy. If I am rotating it in this direction, where will be the potential energy saved? Potential energy will be saved in the opposite direction. Okay. If I am taking an object in the upward direction, so the potential energy is saved in the downward direction. So similarly, I can say du is equal to minus of dW. Okay, so the potential energy is the negative of dW, the negative of work done. Work done is the rotation. The rotation is the negative of torque. So I hope all of these things are clear. Don't get confused about any one of them. If you are encountering any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment now. Now here we have found out du. So du will be equal to tau d theta. So du is equal to negative of negative tau d theta, which will be equal to tau d theta. Now I know what is tau, so I will be putting du as, okay, so tau was Pe sin theta. So I put the value of tau as Pe sin theta d theta. Okay, so now this is my small potential energy, and if I am thinking that I am changing from theta to 90 degree, then du will be integration from theta is equal to theta is equal to 90 degree. This is my total potential. So potential energy. So now here I have to integrate Pe sin theta d theta from theta to 90 degree. Okay. So P is the constant here. What is changing? Theta is changing, and the integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, and theta is varying from theta to 90 degree. So now let's put the value. Okay, so if I put the value of cos theta, from the upper limit is 90, lower limit is theta. So if I put the values, so here we have negative sign, so I will be subtracting from the lower limit the upper limit. So Pe cos theta minus cos of 90. I know cos of 90 is 0, so I am left out with Pe cos theta, or it is dot product of P and E. Okay, so the dot product of P and E will be giving me the potential energy of a dipole in uniform electric field E. Okay, so where P is the electric dipole moment of the dipole. Now we have changed the point of reference, and now we are moving from the 90 degree theta to a particular angle theta, and we'll be seeing what will happen to the potential energy. So here, what were the limits? Limits were from theta to 90 degree, and here what will be the u? U will be integration. What is the lower limit? I am changing my dipole from 90 degree to a particular theta. So my lower limit is 90 degree and upper limit is the theta. So we have du here. It will be equal to, so here also I have the same limits. So here we have 90 degree to theta P sin theta. Okay, so now what has changed? Only the limits has changed. Now we'll be having, so our limits are from 90 to theta now. P is constant with respect to theta, and integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. So u is, so this is my u is Pe minus cos theta, and theta is changing from 90 to a particular theta. So u will be equal to Pe cos of 90 minus cos of theta now. Okay, so cos of 90 we know it is 0. So 0 minus cos of theta will be minus cos theta. So u will be equal to minus Pe cos theta. Here it was Pe cos theta, here it is minus Pe cos theta, and it is equal to P dot E. So this is how, if I am changing the reference point, I have here negative potential energy and here we have positive potential energy. So what does it mean? Here we have positive potential energy, which means I don't have to do any external work, and here the work is done externally in the opposite direction. So whatever my torque was, I have to apply some external work in the opposite direction, and this is the potential stored potential energy. So I hope now you understood. Both of them are not stable conditions. Here we have negative potential energy, here we have positive potential energy, only the reference points are changed. So I hope you don't have any doubt now. Even if you have any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment, or you can directly reach out to me. You can reach out to me with the help of Facebook, Instagram, or any other social site where you will find me, and I hope I will be hearing your feedback really soon. I hope you will be meeting me in the next video. That is going to be a really interesting one. So I hope soon we are going to meet in the next video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, share it with your friends, subscribe the channel, and do push the like button. Thank you so much.